It
looked good. Yeah, I think we're gonna see him run a little bit.
Some RPO.
We need that.
Hey, what is you know him as well as anyone here? What has he brought to this team since signing 3 weeks ago?
I feel like he's brought a confidence and a swag. As you know, we done had a little bit of controversy with our people getting hurt. So I think that everyone it brings a confidence to know that we have someone in there that has been through it. So I think that it's nothing but positive for us.
You guys, you mentioned he has been. It seems like every week you're having to deal with who's the starting quarterback because of injury. And I realize that's something that you can't control, but is there a price being paid because of that as well? As far as your ability to effectively prepare as well as you want to, because it seems like every week you're going into a game not sure who's available.
I don't think that we focus on that. Of course, that's not what we want, but football brings that. As you guys can see in our division right now, like a lot of people's hurt. So you can't set your mind on that every week, saying like that's something that we gotta bank on. This person playing this person now. It's always next man up.
Going into this game, Kevin told us it's a game-time decision between Joe and Dorian. What's your mindset or approach to that?
Whoever's in, I just make sure that the receiver group and myself is ready for whatever, and that's how we approach every single week.
Who do you expect to start?
I'm gonna find out when you find out.
What if he decided to use all the quarterbacks in some capacity, get Dorian packaging plays, where he could contribute in some way? How might that impact you guys having to pivot to two different guys?
Like I said, we won't focus on that. Whatever helps the game plan to get this job done.
The Jaguars are dealing with some injuries in the corner too. How do you approach that? I guess when you know that they might be down a guy.
It's only helps us. I feel like as a receiver group, we do study those guys a lot, so we want to know who's going to be out there. But either way, if we focus on ourselves, I think we'll put ourselves in the best position anyway. So.
Chad O'Shea was talking earlier about when Amari went down, you had to slide into that role. But you said you guys practice that so much that everybody knows what you're doing when they get in that role. But how hard is it when you have to go maybe inside or start running routes that you don't run as much?
Yeah, you just got to be conscious of what the details of that route, or that specific concept entails. You got to be adaptable when you play receiver. You got to know when to slow down, when to speed up, and what to see and what not to see. So being inside and outside is a little bit different. When you're outside, you do speed up most of your routes, and when you're inside, you do got to be a little more patient. But we all watch each other every single day, and we get tips. So at this point, we should know exactly what everyone's doing.
Are the without giving any intel away, are the routes the same regardless of the quarterback? Do you run the same route or same style route for Joe as you would DTR or Deshaun or whatever?
I feel like every week it is. That's probably the main part. It is a little different. Joe's 6'6". Dorian's 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? So it is different maybe in their steps on what they prefer and what the coaches want as well. So it's more like a game time decision.
So in building off of that, as you're practicing and prepping throughout the week, it probably doesn't change for you and the way you do your job much, but when you actually get in the game, are those adjustments stuff like you got to make on the fly? You just have to know as it's happening.
Yeah, definitely on the fly.
I know you expected him to play Joe physically the way he did last week. How impressed were you how mentally sharp he was, how on time he was, all those little things that maybe we take for granted for a guy that has been out of, hasn't played in 11 months.
Man, that was I had to text him after the game. That was definitely something. That I know we didn't win, so everyone kind of was down, and we had our time, and we got to throw that away too as well and move on. But for someone who was in no position and in the position now to be running a team at that position, you already know how mental, how much focus you got to put into it, how much detail you got to go over, to get that done. So major respect to Joe, like I always say.
How did Amari look today, and what kind of lift would it be if he's able to come back just a week after going?
Yeah, he looks, he looked good today. For him, I think it's the same thing. It just depends on how he feels today. he always, you know, he's a pro. He's always gonna get it done.
Right, yeah, not so much true, but there's been a lot of drop passes. In fact, the Browns are the second most in the league. So what you got to do any more this week to work on that?
Yeah, we just caught the ball more.
And is that, I mean, that's simple as that. I mean, haven't you guys been doing that all through the season, I imagine?
Yeah. I don't know how to answer that.
You started your career as a guy who was catching in street at the end of your rookie season with touchdown catches. You really had a nose for the end zone and catching those, and then you went out with the light. Do you feel like that there's so much more of that in you that you know, obviously you've been able to catch the touchdown passes, you have those opportunities this year, but are you hoping those come and they can really contribute in that?
Same way, yeah. Yeah, of course. That's how I approach every single week. You know, at the end of the day, it is just based off opportunity. You know, so that's it.
You work on those collectively with you as well. You work on those boundary catches. I know that's a tough play, especially when you're dealing with you know, tight coverage in that. But what makes for like you? What are you able to do that allows you to find a way to beat a corner on the boundaries and stay in bounds, or get the body parts you need in bounds?
I think it's something that throughout my career I probably needed to pay more attention to. So I just kind of focus on it more whenever I get a chance to, you know, plays drag, you know, whatever you got to do to stay in bounce. You know, it's tight windows, man. They're good too, but most of the time we looking to kill somebody, so you hoping to be wide open. But nah, yeah, it's a game of inches for sure.
Did you laugh after the official mentioned he got the butt cheek
Oh
in?
yeah. I didn't realize after the game. I didn't hear what he said. Yeah, for sure. It was funny.
Joe, it seems like Joe's energy is just kind of been infectious. Does he kind of have that presence? Just it seems like everything's a little lighter, a little more kind of loose. Is that what he brings to this team?
Yeah, he definitely has that swag to him. You know, he brings that confidence. You know, he's an MVP player, man. He's been in the league for a while, and you got nothing but confidence when he's in.
So,